Hello everyone, myself Ravi Kumar. Today we are going to discuss about the second PUC Physics Chapter 1 Electric Charges and Fields. So this electric charges and fields which is under the branch electrostatics. What is meant by this electrostatics? Electro means charges, static means rest. Electrostatics means it is a branch of physics which deals with the study of charges at rest or static charges. So in this concept we study about force between static charges, fields, potentials due to these charges is called as electrostatics or static electricity. Now first we have to know about what is the definition of this charge. Charge, it is a property associated with a material due to which it exert or respond to the electrical force. When body is placed nearer to another body which can exert or respond to other body, then we call it as body is charged. Now electric charge which is represented by small q or capital Q, its SI unit is coulomb or it is denoted by capital C. Then what is the CGS unit of this charge? ESU or EMU. ESU means electrostatic unit or EMU means electromagnetic unit. 1 ESU or 1 stat coulomb is equal to 1 by 3 into 10 power 9 coulomb, and 1 EMU or 1 ab coulomb is equal to 10 coulomb. Next, it is scalar or vector. Electric charge is a scalar or vector. Now by the definition or by the expression, Q is equal to I into T. Q is equal to I into T. Then I is a scalar or vector. It is a scalar quantity. Time also scalar quantity. Then scalar multiplied by scalar is a scalar quantity. So that's why electric charge is a scalar quantity. The dimensional formula is A1 T1. Next, what are the types of charges? In this universe, there are only two types of charges. Those are positive and negative charges. According to Benjamin Franklin, he demonstrated so many experiments, he concluded that there are only two charges present in this universe. Those are positive charge and negative charge, are also known as protons and electrons. Now, if you assume that we have to distinguish the charges, so that's why we use a sign conventions. Positive and negative. Those signs which are used to differentiate the charges, two kinds of charges, is known as polarity of charge. So next, here normally materials are electrically neutral. Atoms are almost all the atoms are electrically neutral. So materials electrically neutral anta helodadre, which consists of equal number of positive and negative charges or equal number of protons and electrons are exactly balanced. We know atom consists of protons and electrons. Protons are in the nucleus, electrons are revolving around the nucleus in different orbits. So the outermost orbit, electrons in the outermost orbit are far away from the nucleus. So that's why these are loosely bounded to the nucleus. Then if we give small energy, then which are movable or which are separated easily from the atom. So that's why these are known as free electrons. ಅವನ್ನೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? Free electrons. ಒಂದನ್ನು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಮೂವಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೂವಬಲ್, ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗೋಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್? ಫಸ್ಟ್ property, like charges repel with each other, unlike charges attract with each other. There is some experiments here. If we assume that there are two glass rods, which are rubbed with silk cloth. There are two glass rods. In the figure A, there are two glass rods which are rubbed with silk cloth and which are keep close to each other. Then both are repel with each other. Next, in figure B, if you assume that a plastic rod is rubbed with cat's fur, plastic rod is rubbed with cat's fur, then keep nearer to each other, then both are repel with each other. Next, one glass rod and plastic rod, glass rod rubbed with silk cloth, plastic rod rubbed with cat's fur, both are close to each other, then both are attract with each other, which means that for figure A, both are positively charged. For figure B, both are negatively charged. For figure C, both are oppositely charged. According to this one, like charges repel with each other, unlike charges attract with each other. This is the first property of electric charge. Next property, electric charge is additive in nature, which means that the total charge present on the body is the algebraic sum of all the charges present in different parts of the body, which means that total charge Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 so on up to Qn. So here there is one body which consists of number of charges Q1, Q2, Q3. Then total charge Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. For example, if you consider if a body has different charges as plus 2Q, plus 4Q, minus 3Q, minus Q, then the total charge on the body is equal to plus 2Q. Why? Because plus 2Q plus 4Q plus or minus of minus 3Q plus of minus Q. Then the final answer is plus 2Q. Example, one more example, a system of three charges Q1, Q2, Q3, then total charge is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Then let us consider Q1 has charge 3 coulomb, Q2 has charge minus 2 coulomb, and Q3 has charge 6 coulomb. Then the total charge is 7 coulomb. Body is positively charged. If we get negative value, then body gets negatively charged. Next property, quantization of charge. So magnitude of all the charges are found to be integral multiple of fundamental charge or elementary charge. What is meaning of fundamental charge? It is the least charge present in the nature. It is the least charge present in the nature. For example, one electron. What is the value charge of one electron? 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb in magnitude. And what is the charge value of one proton? That is also 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb, which means that we consider a signs plus or minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. What is the elementary charge value? Plus or minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Then the formula, thus, if Q is total charge, then Q is equal to, according to this definition, Q is equal to plus or minus N, where N is integral multiple, that is 1, 2, 3, so on up to N. And E means elementary charge, that is plus or minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Then next one property, law of conservation of electric charge. It states that the algebraic sum of electric charge is an electrically isolated system always remains constant, which means that the total charge in an isolated system, the total charge remains constant irrespective of any process taking place. For example, or we can define like this also, in an electrically isolated system, charge neither be created nor be destroyed. Initial charge ಏನಿರುತ್ತೋ ಫೈನಲ್ ಚಾರ್ಜು ಅದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಇನ್ nuclear fission reaction, as we know in 10th standard, nuclear fission reaction means splitting up of heavy nucleus into two lighter nuclei. Then uranium 235 92 235 is bombarded with one neutron, then which splits into barium and krypton. So the total number of protons is 92 and 56 plus 36 is 92. Total number of proton after fission is equal to before fission. So that's why it is conserved. So adane tane helodu, in an isolated system charges neither be created nor be destroyed. Next one property, charges resides on the surface of the conductor. ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ, ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ದಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಟೂ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ, ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆನ್ ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವೆರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಆನ್ ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಕ್ಯುಮುಲೇಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ if we remove the charges from the conductor, ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾವು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಆನ್ ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ ರಿಪಲ್ಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಆನ್ ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ the charges are resides on the surface of the conductor. Next property, charge is invariant, which means that it does not depends on frame of reference or it does not depends on speed. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಒಂದು ಕಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ 10 km/h. If we raise the speed, what happens to the charge value? It remains same. So it is invariant in nature. Or if you assume that in the room one charge is present, that charge value will be 3 coulomb. If we place outside the room, then its charge will be 3 coulomb only. Next, charge is transferable in nature. If a charged body is put in contact with uncharged body, then charge is gained by the uncharged body, because charges are flows from higher potential to lower potential. For example, ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಜನರಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ, if you assume that there are two tanks, one is completely filled, another one is half filled, then both are contact with each other, means completely filled tank is contact with half filled tank with pipe, then water will be flows from full tank to half tank, because ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಯರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಲೋಯರ್ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಫ್ಲೋಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹೈಯರ್ potential to lower potential, up to which both the charge values are equal. Next property, charge cannot exist without mass, but mass can exist without charge. Means ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ the mass of proton, we know mass of proton and mass of electron. Mass of electron is 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kg. ಅದೇ ಥರ mass of proton 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 kg, which means that if charges are present means there is some mass. So that's why charge cannot exist without mass, but mass exists without charge. In charging, if you assume that one neutral body gets charged, positively charged, then what happens to the mass of the neutral body? Which loses the electron. Why? Because it has to charge. Charge ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? Which loses the electron. ಸೊ ಲಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿಚ್ ಲಾಸಸ್ ದ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ if body is uncharged body is positively charged, then mass decreases. And if negatively charged body, uncharged ಬಾಡಿನ ನಾವು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ದೆನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಮೂವ್ ಟು ದ ಬಾಡಿ, ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ accepts the electron, so mass will be gained, so mass will be increases. Next, a body or atom can be charged positively. ಅದೇ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಆರ್ ಅಟಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಬೈ ಲೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸು ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗೇನ್ಡ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ಸ್. ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ನೋಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು, ಇಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್, ಇಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್, ಸೊ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. If charge is at rest, only electric field will be present. ಅದೇ ಥರ if charge will be moving with constant speed, there is no acceleration, then which produces both electric field and magnetic field. And if you assume that V is not equal to constant, which means that body or charge which will be moving with acceleration, then both which produces both electric and magnetic field and electromagnetic radiations. So this is about the properties of charges.